I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears on?
Hey guys, it's Eric. Tonight, want to take a look at this. This is the Retevis RT9000B. This is pretty powerful. This is 40 watt GMRS. This baby is 60 watts. And so we're going to unbox this thing and take a look at it and check it out and see how it works. So let me get the camera up close. Turn the radios down here because there's a lot of activity tonight, especially on 11 meter. And we're going to just take a look at it. They asked me if I want to check this thing out, and it seemed pretty cool. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Something I wanted to show you on this that kind of made me laugh. Maybe it's not a laughing matter and you guys can explain it to me, but we'll show it. So let's get the camera close in and let's do this. All right, here we are. RT9000D, 60 watt monoband FM mobile transceiver, P1-P5 with programmable functions, 8 groups of scramble, 50 groups of CT CSS, 1,224 groups of DCS, emergency alarm, DTCSS and /DCS setting and scanning, comp function, 200 memory channels. This one, please somebody explain this to me because I'm not familiar. Remote kill, stun, activate, and revive. Huh? Please explain that to me, okay, guys? So it is a VHF/UHF FM transceiver. It is pretty nice looking. And in fact, it looks a lot like some other radios that I've reviewed, but we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing. And I have not opened it up yet. So we will check it out and play with it. There's our full color manual, which is kind of nice. Looks like some warnings. And we got a really nice quality mic here. Wow. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. Okay. With a lot of features and functions built into that. So full-size keypad, looks like it's backlit. Some switches here. And a LAN style plug. And I like the hanger. I like that. Very cool. On this side, looks like nuts, bolts for mounting. 2 spare fuses. Very nice of them to include that. And here we have the main unit. And it is stout. It is very stout. Wow. Okay. Looks like speaker up top. And we have a function button, P1, P2, and a power button. Light here, data cable there. There's where we plug in our mic. Might be volume. And then this is probably channel up and down. Yeah, channel up and down. And then we have P3, P4, and P5 here. On the bottom, this is a hard aluminum case. Right, on the back we have our plug, PL259 connector. Interesting, it looks like there might be a model. It looks like there might be a DB9 connector for some versions of this radio, but this one does not have it. It does, however, have a massive heatsink, big heatsink there. And then also looks like we have some additional ports here. I'm not sure what those ports do. And then here is our sticker. 60 watts, so quite a bit of juice out. Okay, then we got a power cord here, nice heavy duty power cord, our bracket, and a programming cable. So that makes it super easy. That helps a lot when it comes to programming these things. Sometimes it can get quite confusing. All right, I'm going to set it aside. We'll go ahead and fire this thing up and we'll take a look and see what she can do. All right, we've got this thing sitting on the table and I'll go ahead and power it up. And while it warms up, let me go ahead and show you the microphone. Now, I'm not going to go over every feature and function of this radio. It would literally take all night to do so, but I'll get you through some of the equipment or some of the features that it has just so you can get started and certainly get on the air. First, we have our push to talk. You can see we do have a beautiful keypad here. Up on the top, we also have up and down for our channels. And then here on the bottom, we have a nice backlit that we can turn on and off, and it's really nice, really bright. And then we also have a lock, so I can lock the keypad out so that I don't do anything. I still transmit, but I can't change the channel or do anything else. Okay, turn that back on for right now. Yeah, it's just nice. All right, let's take a look at the radio here. We do have our channel up and down right here, volume control right here. We have a power light And we also have a transmit light. You can see when I transmit. And then we have a beautiful display. The display is a 3-color display, so you can change that around if you need to. Up on top, we have function, and then we have P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, and then we have our power button. These do various things. Again, I'm not going to get into every single one of them and every single function that they perform, but I will go over some of those. Pressing the function button briefly will light up the function button. And you can see we can change some of our stuff. So there's a lock. So we've locked out everything now, right? We can't change channel on the mic. We can't change a channel here. We can't do anything. Press it again and release, and then it's good to go. I don't think, yeah, 3 and 4 don't have anything. 2 does. 2 should tell us, well, those don't have anything. Okay, so I think it's, if you press F1, and I'll do that right now, it goes into clone mode. If you want to go into clone mode, you could use that. So if this was a municipality, if I had 50 of these things I had just bought and I wanted to program them all the same, well, I could take the time to program one of them, and then I could clone the other radios using a data cable right here hooked to another radio, and then just repeat. So that's kind of a cool feature. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off because I get out of that. All right, F2 button here, if you press and hold, brings us to voltage. What's the power supply voltage coming in? Looking good right there. And then F3, I don't think does anything on the long hold. Oh, that's right. It does go to scan. So as you can see, it starts to scan through the bands. Press that again and it's done. I think it's F4 that doesn't do anything. Okay, and F5 also doesn't do anything. But then we have the function button, and if we press and hold the function button, we go into the factory menu here, and using the up-down key, I can change through, and I'll go through some of these. So you don't like the beep sound? Well, you can turn that on or off, right? So I'll leave that off. Timeout timer. So if you accidentally key down on this thing, it's just to protect it from burning out. So after 3 minutes, this thing's going to shut off. You can adjust that way up or way down. And that's just to protect the finals, the power inside of this thing, so they don't burn out. Speed is how fast it goes through the scan function there. Then we have squelch here. Squelch comes up and down. See that? Okay. Then we have scan. We have how bright the light stays on or off. It's pretty cool. You want to drive at night, you don't want to have it too distracting, so. But I'll leave it turned up for this. Then we have colors. Like I said, this does change colors, so you can do a nice reddish color or go with purple. I'll leave it to blue for this. And then we have an option. We can display the channel or numerically channel, that's numerical, or frequency. So we're just going to leave it at channel. And then this is for if you're going to have repeater. If you're going to talk to a repeater, you need to have your offset. So that's what that's for there. And then we have code on and off. This does have a lot of CTSS or CT, whatever. Anyway, a lot of codes for ham radio use. I'm not going to get into that portion of this. There's a lot of reading and a lot of setting up that you would have to do if you want to set this up for that kind of work, but certainly it is a capable radio for that. Book, you can leave frequencies in your book, so it's kind of like memory. You're going to leave frequencies or information in there, so it's like a diary. And then we go back to restore the factory defaults there. So I'll go ahead and back out of there, and we're back in here. And again, you can change through channels. Some things that I'll just show you on the screen here. We do have Compander mode turned on. You can turn that on and off. And we are on middle for power. There's 3 modes, high, middle, and low. It is 60 watts, which is pretty powerful. So pretty nice little setup. I guess that'll do it for tonight. This is the RT9000D from Retevis. A great radio, far more complex and capable than I was expecting. I was expecting a GMRS radio, and you certainly can use this as that with proper programming. But it does so much more. It's a 70 centimeter radio, 440, the business band as I like to call it. And it is deep. I mean, you can set up call groups, you can set up scrambling, you can do an awful lot with this. It definitely takes some serious reading through the manual to get a handle on how to do that kind of stuff. But as you can see, just from playing with it here for the last half hour, there's a lot going on. Overall, I'm really happy. I think the big surprise was the quality of this microphone. It's a really nice mic with that backlit display that Would really help if you were riding in the car and needed to make an adjustment. The function keys are there. I mean, there's just about everything's there, so pretty cool. That'll do it for tonight, my friends. Take care.